Hello everyone. We will start with our new topic, that is cultivation practices in groundnut. The botanical name of groundnut is Arachis hypogaea and it belongs to family Leguminosae and originated from Brazil. It is grown in India, USA, China, Mexico, Egypt, Sudan and Nigeria over an area 24.6 million hectare with the production 33 million ton. The India ranked first in case of area and the China ranked first in case of production. It is grown in a major state in India, that is Maharashtra, Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh, Rajasthan, Tamil Nadu and Uttar Pradesh. It is grown over an area 6.9 million hectare with the total production 5.3 million tons, where the Gujarat ranked first in case of production of groundnut, followed by Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, and the average productivity is seen highest in Tamil Nadu. Economic importance. It is also known as a peanut, monkey nut, and king of oilseeds, which account 40% area and 60% production. It contains 25% protein, which is 1.3 times higher than meat, 2.5 times higher than eggs, and 8 times higher than fruit. The groundnut rich in thiamine, riboflavin, nicotinic acid, vitamin E, and vitamin B, except B12, and also lack in vitamin A. It is rich in phosphorus, calcium, and iron. It is good source of organic manure, which contain 8% nitrogen and 1.5% phosphorus and potassium. It is also used for the preparation of curd, chutney, butter, peanut milk, and hullum of groundnut is used as a fodder. It is classified into two types, that is erect and bunchy type, and second one is semi-spreading or spreading type, where the erect and bunchy type having a characteristics of seed dormancy is absent and early maturing type, where for spreading variety it is possessing the characteristics of seed dormancy is present and late maturing type. This is the image which showing the difference between bunchy type of varieties of groundnut and spreading type varieties of groundnut. Next one is soil. It is well grown over the well-drained soil, and sandy soil is considered as an ideal soil for the groundnut cultivation, where the light soil helps in easy penetration of pegs and development of pods and harvesting of pods, where the clay or heavy soil is not suitable for the cultivation of groundnut and affecting on penetration of pegs. The pods are in heavy soil or clay soil, the pods are very difficult to harvest. Soil should have high water holding capacity, and waterlogging soils are not suitable for the groundnut cultivation, where the saline soil is also considered as not suitable for the groundnut cultivation. Next one is climate. It is grown in tropical area and required hot and humid climate, and also warm weather is required by the groundnut. The optimum temperature required for the vegetative growth is 27 to 30 degrees Celsius, and for the reproductive growth it is 30 to 34 degrees Celsius. During the ripening period, groundnut require warm and dry weather. Next one is seeds and sowing. For seed, in case of seed rate, bunchy type required 120 kg per hectare seeds, where the spreading type required 100 kg per hectare. In case of spacing, bunchy type required spacing 30 by 10 cm, where the spreading type required 13 by 15 cm. It is sown in June to July, and sowing depth in case of heavy soil is 4 to 5 cm, and in case of light soil it is 5 to 7 cm. It is sown by drilling, tippling, broadcasting, and sowing behind the flow. Seed treatment. It is treated with 0.1% ethereal or combination with thyrum, which help in improve the germination of seed. Also, thyrum slurry is used, which help in reducing the dormancy by 50%, and the foliar spray of malic hydrazide is given at 60 to 70, 60 and 75 days after sowing, which induces the seed dormancy at the rate 250 to 1000 ppm. Next one is the seeds are also treated with Thyram or Captain or Dithen M45 at the rate 2.5 kg of seed for protecting the crop from seed-borne diseases and also soil-borne diseases. It is treated with a rhizobium culture, that is Rhizobium jacobi strain has been found. These are the varieties of groundnut. Next one is improved techniques. It is grown over the broadbed and furrow method, which is normally recommended for the area where rainfall is very high, or the soil type is belongs to vertisol group or black soil. And the purpose of this method is to avoid or to avoid the water logging condition of soil and to drain out the excess water developed in a high rainfall area. The next one is a pair row method, where the pair of rows is separated by the spacing 45 or 60 centimeter, and the spacing between two rows of crop is maintained 22.5 centimeter or 30 centimeter. Next one is crisscross method, where crisscross pattern, where the plot is divided into two types. In first plot, according to recommended practices, crop is allowed to sow, and in second plot, crop is allowed to sow in a perpendicular direction of first plot. This is a picture of second type, that is paired row method, and this one is a picture of broadbed furrow method. Next one is nutrient management. Groundnut has a unique characteristic that it absorbs 75% sulfur and calcium through gynopores or developing pods, and it required manures about 10 to 15 tons of FYM or compost per hectare, which is applied at the time of land preparation or before 1 month of sowing. Then recommended dose of groundnut is 20 to 40 kg nitrogen, is to 50 to 60 kg phosphorus, is to 30 to 40 kg potash per hectare, where the NPK is applied at the sowing time. Next one is additional application of gypsum is done at the rate 10 to 15 kg per hectare at the time of flowering and pod formation stage, where the gypsum is useful to provide calcium and sulfur is help in increasing the oil content of seed, and the calcium helps for enhancing the pod yield of groundnut. When the calcium deficiency is occurred in a groundnut, that time popping of pod takes place. Popping means pods without seeds or empty seeds or seed development does not take place. Such a condition or such a process is known as a popping. Next one is weed management. The critical growth period of weed crop competition is reported about 28 to 40 days after sowing, where the weed is considered when the weed population is not maintained up to the optimum level. That time it results in a reduction of groundnut yield. Groundnut required 1 or 2 hoeing and 2 to 3 hand weeding operations to make the crop environment weed free. The first hoeing is carried out at 3 weeks after sowing, and second is carried out before flowering and peak formation. The herbicide which is used for the control of weed population is fluchloralin at the rate 1 kg active ingredient per hectare. Next one is water management. These are the growth stages of groundnut at which we have to apply the water to the crop. In that, first one is early vegetative stage, then flowering stage, then peg formation stage, then pod development stage, and seed formation stage, where the pegging or peg formation stage is considered as a critical growth stages of groundnut. Next, intercultural operations. First one is earthing up, which is done by the carrying out hoeing during the flowering and pod development stage with the help of hoe. And next one is drum rolling, which is carried out at the time of peg formation or pegging, in which the drum is allowed to roll over the crop, which help for the penetration of pegs into the soil and increases the yield of crop. There are the different factors which is affecting on a pegging of groundnut. In that, first one is soil moisture, next one is high light intensity, then daily minimum mean temperature, which is positively correlated with the peg formation, but the maximum temperature having a negative effect on the pegging. Early formed flowers may inhibit the development to the other flowers into peg. Next one is cropping system. In that, crop rotation of groundnut is carried out with wheat, field pea or lentil. And in case of intercropping, the groundnut is intercrop with maize, pearl millet, sorghum and pigeon pea. Next one is pest. The pests are leaf miner, aphid, thrips, white grub and Bihar hairy caterpillar, where these are controlled by spraying dimethoate at 200 to 300 ml per hectare and application of Forate at the rate 10% granules. And the collection and destruction of pest is also carried. Diseases occur over the groundnut crop, that are ticca, collar rot, sclerotium rot, rust, which are controlled by treating the seeds with Thiram or Captum at the rate 3 gram per kg of seed. And growing, we can also control by growing tolerant varieties like JL24 and K3. Then spraying of Zynem at the rate 2 kg in 1000 liter of water per hectare. Spraying of Mancozeb at the rate 1 liter in 1000 liter of water, and collection on destruction of affected plant parts. Next one is harvesting and yield. The bunchy type varieties are harvested within 90 to 110 days, and the spreading are harvested within 140 to 160 days. Signs of maturity: yellowing of leaves, dropping of leaves, color of pods become whitish to brown in color, where the color of seeds become whitish to gray or red in color. Then pods become hard and tough. Next one is yield. The bunchy type of varieties required yield 15 to 20 quintals per hectare, or the spreading time required 25 to 30 quintals per hectare. Thank you.